or I think I would lose my job. So thank you. Can everyone hear me through this?
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for coming. My name is Peter Weltman. I'm the founder of Man of the World Media. We're based in Los Angeles, California, but everyone's so far away. You know, you can like come in unless you like want to lean on the wall. We're based in Los Angeles, California, but have spent the last, I lived in Guatemala 20 years ago, and have been coming to basically Mexico for the last 5 years, and I would say for the last 2 years, seriously. And when I say seriously, because I love it here, I think it's the most creative place in the world for art and innovation, not just in creativity, but also now in technology. So when Mexico Tech Week was coming up, I desperately wanted to come and put on an event for everybody here. So thank you, first of all for coming and bearing through the rain this morning. So I'm going to walk you through a little bit of a presentation. And the presentation is going to show you some of the tools that we have that we're using in our agency, and hopefully you can think of new and innovative ways to use in your work. So before I start, it's always kind of cool to know who's in the room. So I'm just kind of curious, where are our marketers? Any marketers in the room? Okay. People who are in film, I know we have some, which makes me very happy. We have film people here. In Los Angeles, I think they would picket this right now, for now. What about people in venture capital? I think we have some folks in VC. Amazing. What industries am I missing? Fintech or startups? We'll just say startups in general. Okay. You too, Erica. You can raise your hand.
Yeah.
So, thank you all for being here, and I'll walk you through a little presentation. So, again, I have a creative brand and communications agency called Man of the World Media. My last name is Weltman, which is German for Man of the World. So, when you can be lazy in brand, be sure to do it. So that's how I started. I started in journalism. So I've been a storyteller my entire career. So I went from journalism to working in technology, and started in PR tech 8 or 9 years ago in San Francisco. And I worked with amazing startups and scale-ups, and having partnerships with up to Fortune 50 companies. So we've had a really great run with technology companies that we work with. But at the same time, we're also a startup basically. So we're always looking at where the next technology is coming, and not just for my industry, but for everybody here. There is no bigger moment for anything that you're working on than generative AI. Whether you're in very fiscal fields and comparing documents and spreadsheets to the creative field, generative AI is basically going to change all of it, and to understand how to use it is going to put every one of you ahead in what you're doing. So, so just know that when you leave here, you'll be ahead of all of your peers. You make money doing it. So there's also kind of a scary side, right, to generative AI and AI in general, right? The creation and taking humans and personal touch out of the picture. I'm a creative. I'm a writer. So for me, it's that combination, right? The true combination of personal human touch and technology, generative AI. So for us, and this was a keynote that I gave at the Volcano Summit where's all Volcano people? The Volcano Summit in Antigua, Guatemala, which everyone should write that summit down. It's unbelievable. So we came up with this idea, and this is the premise that we're working off of, which is generative authentic intelligence. So I want you all to kind of think through that, especially when you're in a creative field, not necessarily a quant field, although there's creativity in that, but in any kind of creative field, think about the authenticity, the storytelling, your vision, and then using these tools to take it to the next step. So we're actually very lucky. We got Runway to be our official platform sponsor. And Runway, there's a lot of different generative AI video tools out there. Runway is one that I happen to like the best, and I like their positioning in the market as well, which they're positioning themselves to be that in-between of technology and film, technology and Hollywood, technology and advertising. And so they're building a lot in that way, both from just relationally, which is very important, and technologically. And they just seem to be really ahead of the curve. Two of their founders are Chilean, so go Latino. So they were thrilled that we were doing this down here. And again, Runway is a tool that will really help you maximize the personal touch, maximize your thoughts, ideas, and creativity into creating something that is both, owned and personal to you, but also maybe in a way that you never thought was possible. So we'll watch. They're, like everything, they're evolving almost feels like on a daily basis.